All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Ba'ashem Rakah the blindness to the elders and apostles of Great Stone, Shalom to the elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh is the name of His only begotten Son. We so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the Scriptures. I want to be known that the RFID microchip is the charagma written about in Revelation 13 verse 16 and down, which is the MOTB. The miracle drug is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom dwell in the level of Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment, as it is written. So, just going on the new system coming in, and you see some changes going on right now. We now want to purchase items on some of these larger stores. Like you have your Walmart, you have your Amazon Go, you know, you have your Target. Enough people are not aware of what's really going on. You have a video circulate that when you go into these stores, you're being watched. But a lot of people don't really understand how serious it is and what this is leading to. Because they don't really understand the tactic of gradualism, yeah. And Easter is a cunning hunter, so you have a lot of things you're not aware of it till it's too late. That's why the Lord gives us the understanding to see and to understand what is the secret counsel of the wicked, and to go and declare it in the ears of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and to warn you to refuse what's coming, which is the RFID microchip. Because right now we're in a time in which you're going to have a digital transformation of everything that you normally do. From buying and selling, you know, to even how you move about in society is going to be tracked and monitored digitally. So, I want to bring forward this precept. This is 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. Let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So I'll show you some of his devices, some of his plan for the future. So let's go into it.
What are they doing in Walmart? No cash payments, guys. CBDC coming?
Let me pull up this one some more so you understand what's just took place. I want you to look on this RFID reader right here. The card that you put up over that had a chip in it, you know? And once you type in the water, so gradually you're going to be putting up your hand over that with the chip in place in it. So I want to run another clip for you.
Several states are now trying to centralize currency with the so-called central bank digital currency, which is, by the way, not currency at all. It's software.
The world has changed so much in the last 3 years that I just find it absolutely unbelievable. And I didn't believe evil at this scale existed.
Well, with 1 week until veto day, Governor Kristi Noem has issued 4 vetoes, including House Bill 1193. The bill involves legal definitions for cryptocurrency under the Uniform Commercial Code. Noem says she's concerned how the currency is being defined and if the bill would lead to a central bank digital currency. Republican Senator David Wheeler says only Congress has the power to create money.
You see in there is a redefinition of currency that it says government CBDCs are okay if they're run by the government, but any other form is then banned. It is clearly a change for how people's assets are utilized. It clearly limits the freedom of people to use other forms of currency that they may choose to if it is a digital currency.
Unlike cryptocurrency, CBDCs are centralized. They are issued and controlled by government entities, just like fiat currency. In unstable or authoritarian countries, that could lead to currency manipulation.
There's no government, there's no person that can just like print Bitcoin into infinity, right? There's a cap to it, which is different from the way that some governments operate, which is like they can ostensibly keep printing money, which would devalue that nation's currency. We've seen that all over the world. Yeah, can you use that programmable money to like block certain people out of the financial system, or or restrict their freedom in some way? I think that makes a lot.
I want to listen to what she said in the programmable money to block certain people. Hey man, y'all don't have a clue what's coming to a city near you.
A lot of people like very deeply uncomfortable.
The currency is programmable. They can control almost every aspect of your life once we get on any programmable currency, where they can, if they don't like you, they can make it so that you can't spend any currency within a 5-mile radius, outside of a 5-mile radius of your home. If they don't want you to travel, you won't be able to buy airline tickets or take an Uber or pay for a hotel room.
President Biden will sign this executive order today. Now, this order calls understanding how a central bank digital currency might work urgent.
The U.S. isn't alone. A growing number of countries are looking into digital versions of their currencies. More than 100 countries, representing more than 95% of the world's GDP, are looking to create their own digital currencies.
If the government doesn't approve of what you're purchasing, if they have the only form of digital currency out there and that is endorsed and utilized in the country, they can control how you spend that money and thus take away all your freedom.
You've heard of Bitcoin, Ether, Dogecoin, and the like. These are cryptocurrencies designed to allow you to pay for stuff without any government or bank being involved. They're based on blockchain technology, a kind of digital ledger that records transactions in a chain. It's hard to tamper with because doing so leaves a trace elsewhere, potentially for everyone to see. That transparency is one of its most promising features.
What is the difference between what the Reserve Bank is doing here and a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Ethereum?
So the difference is that what the Reserve Bank's doing here is they're using the underlying blockchain technology to test a digital dollar. So they will have oversight of this whole pilot and they will maintain control of the money supply. So it's completely different to other unregulated.
Okay, so is this digital dollar that they're issuing and doing this pilot with, is it actually a dollar like I know it?
Yes, yes.
So therefore it's worth 67 point blah-de-blah US cents right now?
Precisely. You can think of it as exactly the dollar that you know today, but it's in a different form factor, a different technological format, which means that it can do things that the dollars we have today cannot do.
Because it's digital, I can pay with digital with my mobile, has nothing to do with central bank digital currency. But I think the fundamental change is the underlying business model is as I, as a retail customer, as a citizen, will have an account with the central bank. I don't have just an account with a commercial bank, I have it with the central bank, which has a lot of advantages for me. It's safe, it feels good. But there are some challenges with this because the central bank is ultimately, it's a public office. The commercial banks are under a commercial regime. Central banks are not under a commercial regime. What about interest rates on an account like that when things are going well? How does this look like? Oh, on a bank run, how was this look like? Is this accelerating the bank run because I have a safe account with somebody?
China is no stranger to surveillance either, from monitoring the 850 million users on WeChat to deploying half the world's security cameras. And now the country has control of a digital currency in its sights. President Xi Jinping admitted in 2019 that the country wanted to improve its financial system by controlling people, watching money, and tightening the system firewall.
This is Psalm 64, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O God. In my prayer, preserve my life and the fear of the enemy. And one of the reasons why the enemy want to come at us so hard is because we are declaring this wickedness, what he's planning now. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, and this is a secret counsel being pushed on the inhabitants of the world. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bow to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. And you notice you hear the lady say, worldwide out here in Jamaica, them are going like say, them a fashion this year when this is a global agenda. So I hope this is edifying, you. I hope this is edifying. With that I want to say Kalalaw, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Makah Kodash. Shalom.